Hey, Spo. Just the energy and the effort you guys came out with offensively, and you guys were pretty much able to sustain that even in the second half in one of the biggest games of the year. What did you like about the way you guys played, especially offensively today?
Well, the menu was diverse, and a lot of guys felt like they were in rhythm and involved, and that's when we're at our best, when there's a lot of different threats out there on the court or on any given possession.
And then Jimmy playing 40 minutes. I know you tried to give him a little bit of a rest in the beginning of the fourth quarter. How hard was it to keep him on the bench today, and how impactful
Yeah,
those minutes?
it's hard. Probably for every team. You can just see how much he settles our team. Offensively when they were making a run in the fourth quarter, and you have to expect games to be a full 48 minutes. And they made a great push, but we were able to get the ball to Jimmy, kind of get to our spots, and just play off of his decision making, and that just gives your team an incredible amount of confidence, going down the stretch in close games.
Thanks, Paul.
Next, we'll go to Tim Reynolds.
Erik, on those pushes, I mean, they've sort of been comeback kings a lot this year. I mean, I'm sure you knew or expected that they were going to make a push, and they ended up making like three of them, I think.
Yeah.
What's about you guys about the poise? I mean, it never got helter skelter. There didn't seem to be a whole lot of panic.
Yeah.
What did you like
No,
about those?
we're really just competing with a mindset that this is going to take a full 48 minutes, if not longer. Um, it's not like that we were just trying to play um, cautious or prevent offense or anything in that second half. I thought there were some really good things offensively. Even when we were up, I think defensively we have some areas that we have to shore up, no doubt.
I know the whole world calls their moms today, of course. We all know what Maryland means to Bam. For him to be almost perfect, 5 for 5 and 10 for 11.
Yeah.
Will something extra there on Mother's Day, do you think?
Yeah, I mean, their relationship is really special. I love seeing them, the two of them together, being able to share this incredible NBA experience together, and Bam, hasn't forgotten one bit, about how he is raised and why he is the man that he is, right now, and that's because of great motherly love and guidance. Um, but I do want to wish all the mothers out there happy Mother's Day, and in particular the mothers, our wives and the moms and everybody in our traveling party. This has been such an extraordinary year and a half for so many reasons, and the moms in our traveling party have had to make great sacrifices and hold down the forts, for us at home. Um, we just really, really appreciate that. It feels like we've been on the road, one super long road trip. We get to experience this while, the moms are at home, with kids and everything. So really appreciate all of our moms.
Thank you, Erik.
Next, we go to Ira Winderman.
Erik, I know I came in a previous life in different uniforms, but to see what Fournier and Kemba did against you tonight, did that sort of rekindle some old nightmares for them?
Yeah, and look, they're a really potent offensive team, and both those guys have been in a really good rhythm, of late. Uh, you're going to have to bring a great competitive nature, and also play well, to beat this team on their court. And there's some things that we have to get to work on. We'll start that process tomorrow to try to be better.
Erik, if you win on Tuesday, you avoid the play-in round. You get a 5-day break minimum before the start of the playoffs. I mean, is everyone aware of the stakes, and how significant is that? Thank you.
Everybody understands the context. You can't obsess about the context of it. It's about bringing your best competitive game, and how do you do that? And that's what we'll be focused on. The meaning and significance and the pressure and the context. If you're a competitor, which our guys are, and in that locker room. What you really want is all of those things to bring out the best in your team, and hopefully that can happen.
Next, we go to Dave Hyde.
Yeah, Eric, you talked about Jimmy's play in the, getting the ball to him in the second half to settle down, or get everybody in the position. In the first half, when you guys are scoring 79, he takes one shot.
Yeah.
Can you get coach's perspective of what you're seeing, what he's seeing out there? And
Yeah, Dave, it's the epitome of a guy that's just competing in an NBA basketball game to win. It's not about his stats, it's not about his shots, it's not about scoring. It's about whatever is necessary. And in this game, that's to line up against they're one of the association's most explosive scorers. And then offensively, just to read the game, and part of that was allowing other guys to really get into a great rhythm. Duncan being one of them, and some of the offense was run through Jimmy as well, where he was just facilitating. In the fourth quarter, he knew that he had to be a little bit more assertive, looking to score and settle us, and that's what he did.
Great, thank you.
All right, next we'll go to Cooper Moorhead.
So just because you have to turn around and play these guys again, when you watch the tape, is there anything you expect to be seen defensively when you go through it?
Yeah, there's some things, but I'm going to get to the film before I answer that. They appeared to get some easy baskets and some random situations that we need to be much better with. It's a very dangerous offensive team, as we all know, and they have a couple guys, a handful of guys that can go for really big nights. And I thought we did some really good things offensively. I think defensively, because of a lot of it's to credit them. It was not. We didn't, I think, do as well as we can, our best version defensively.
Thank you.
Next we'll go to Brady Hawk.
Hey, Coach. Duncan was seeing the Jason Tatum matchup frequently today. Just how much have you noticed him improving on that end of the floor where you feel comfortable enough for him to see those type of matchups?
He can't do it by himself, that's for sure. And we're not asking him to do that by himself. So there's a lot of scheming on both sides. Have to be in the right position, take away what he can take away, but other guys really have to be involved, and that's not just exclusive to the Duncan Robinson situations. They're that dangerous offensively that your team defense has to be great. You have to be on a string. You have to be committed to doing tough things, and we need to be better in a few areas for the next one.
All right, next we'll go to Mateo Mayorga.
Well, Coach, how was Jimmy able to find the mismatch so easily and have Kemba Walker guarding him so many times?
It's not necessarily about the mismatches. Like I said, there's a lot of things going on both ways. It's about competition. It's about doing what's necessary. That's what was necessary, tonight, and particularly in that fourth quarter. It could be different. It probably will be different, the next game, and we have some areas that we need to improve on. And we'll get to work tomorrow.
Next, we'll go to Jacopo from Around the Game, Italy.
Hi, Coach. And which is the main point of emphasis you work on coming the playoffs?
We'll just be focused on preparing for this next game. We know how competitive it'll be.
All right, Coach, that's it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.